This is my 30-year-old boat that I picked up off Facebook Marketplace here in Southern Florida. I want to take her to the Bahamas, but I'm not quite sure if she's gonna make it, which is why tomorrow morning we're taking her on a 55-mile round-trip journey from Haulover Boat Ramp all the way down to Stiltville and back. It just so happens to be the same amount of distance it is from Haulover to Bimini in the Bahamas. So join me for this journey. She's been neglected for who knows how many years. I've been doing a lot of work, fixing a lot of problems, taking care of things that need attention. Hopefully she survives the 55 miles, so let's get to it. Woke up at 5 a.m. It is 6 in the morning. We got the boat loaded up, ready to go. Everyone's already in the truck. So let's get down to the boat ramp. Bright and early. There's actually one other guy here that just launched. Thought we'd be the only ones here.
The other way. More, little more.
Not bad.
It's all right. Go ahead. Go. Here, guys.
Thank you, guy.
My pleasure, man.
Appreciate it.
Oh, wow.
Bonito, you see?
Beautiful, beautiful.
I love fishing, man.
Heck yeah.
I love it.
Hey, well, I hope you have a good day, man.
I sent to you, my friend.
Thank you. What a great guy. He just, what can he say? He loves fishing. That guy was great. Here is your coffee.
Oh, he even got my coffee?
Yeah, I went to Starbucks this morning. I knew what you like. Look at this beautiful view. Oh. All right, let's get this puppy fired up. Do you want your croissant? We're officially off the dock. Both the motors are peeing nice and good. Getting up the temperature. And we got a long ride today. The longest ride so far.
Oh boy. How long is this ride?
We're doing 50 miles round trip. I texted Kenya and said, sunrise mission, be at my house at 6 a.m. tomorrow, and I didn't tell her a single detail more than that. It's freaking gorgeous morning out here. Sunset's just about to pop up. Sunset, what am I saying? Sunrise. The sun is about to just pop up. I don't know why, but my GPS still thinks that we're in the parking lot somewhere and it won't connect to GPS. So I can't read my charts right now. Just going by the actual markers on the channel. It's kind of a pain. I don't know what's going on with that. Coming underneath the 79th Street Bridge now. And this is the extent of as far as I've gone with my boat this direction until we get over to Key Biscayne. I haven't gone any further this way, so at this point, I don't really know where all the fast zones are and the no-wake zones. So it's gonna be a learning process here real quick. I lied. This is about like where I was turning around last time. Because I came out here and saw the crazy skyline of Miami. Gorgeous, freaking gorgeous. What bridge is this?
It's the clearance full-width bridge.
I don't see a name on that bridge, but this is where I've made it to before, so we've just done about 10 miles so far, which is a quarter of the way to Bimini. Almost a quarter of the way to Bimini. We have to do basically 10 more miles, and we will be at Stiltville. Okay, so I ran into a small issue that I didn't expect. There's a bunch of really small bridges down here. Like, I can't go that way. That's a fixed bridge. This one looks like a drawbridge, so I think I gotta go over here. I just put my GPS on, but I don't know how like accurate this is. But it does seem like it wants to take me over and through there. And then actually out one of the inlets, then back in behind Key Biscayne. So, I guess we're gonna try to go under this bridge. Hopefully it's small enough that they don't have to open for us. I don't really know how tall my boat is. That's a big no-no for boating. I should definitely know that information. All right, so it's right about 10 feet in the dead center. I think my boat, my guess is like 9 feet. I might honestly just creep into it and then I'll have Gunner keep an eye on it like above the roof, and if we're gonna make it, I'll just go for it, and if not, I'll slam it in reverse. You wanna take this back there so you can see?
Yeah.
Or actually, I guess you could, if you just want the phone or whatever.
I'll just take a phone video.
Just like, we'll get close and just eye it up, you know, see if you think we'll make it.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be so close.
I don't know if we should do this. The radar is one of the most expensive things on the boat.
A little light, Mike.
Oh, this is so nerve-wracking.
Yeah, you're good.
You sure?
Yeah.
Dude, there's no way.
Floor it.
No, not Florida.
Stay in the middle, though.
Are we actually gonna make this?
Yeah, we're actually gonna make it.
Can you see above the radar?
Yep.
It's making me nervous. This is so close. Look at that. Wow. I can't believe we made that. I knew I was gonna make it under that, no problem. Yeah, right.
Not bad.
All right, we just conquered this island here. What is it? What's it called? Flagler Memorial. It's actually really cool. It's like super nice sand. It's just right out here next to Miami. It has this giant memorial right in the middle of it. We're gonna go exploring for a second. There's so much more down here than I ever expected to see. This is pretty cool.
This one actually looks like really nice. Like,
Yeah.
everyone party here, it doesn't look like.
Yeah, this does not look like a party spot.
Like, the sand's like super nice.
Yeah, over at Raccoon Island, there's just like so much trash. But here, this is like pristine.
Good tropical island.
It's a little rocky where I pulled up, which is not that great. I think it might have been a little bit better if I would have came over here. Yeah, I should have just, oh man, I should have came over here. I'm like just completely in rocks over there. This is beautiful here.
We're just on like an abandoned island, man.
This is so cool. Just this tiny, tiny island. I guess you're just not allowed to be here from sunset to sunrise. Other than that, this place is clean. Let's see what the inside of the island looks like. Oh, you can go in.
Oh, nice.
Wow. This is pretty crazy. I need a plaque so I know what's happening. Pioneer Flagler, Education Flagler, Industry Flagler, and Prosperity Flagler. Well, filming Brandon has no idea what this is, but editing Brandon's about to tell you. Editing Brandon here, now we know all the facts. Flagler Monument Island was a man-made island created way back in the 1920s as a tribute to Henry Flagler, the guy that basically put Florida on the map. He helped build the Florida East Coast Railway and turned Miami and Palm Beach basically into what they are today. The monument itself is 110 feet tall and was built to honor Henry for everything that he's done for the state of Florida. Nowadays, it's super popular for boats to come, spend the whole day, and kind of just hang out. But the craziest thing to me is that back in 1922, it used to look like this. But from the crazy tides that come through government cut, it ended up eventually, over a lot of time, changing the island into this, what you see today. And now you know. Back to the video. All right, back on the boat, and now it's breakfast time with Gunner.
Becky.
Chef Gunner is about to whip up some pancakes. We got the griddle and the...
Open up. Hop.
The hibachi utensils didn't get delivered yet. They're coming today. So this is our hibachi utensil.
The saddest hibachi utensil.
All right, I'm gonna let Gunner chef it up.
Close to minimum. I put so much water in here.
There's still so much. You haven't even got to the bottom yet, though.
Give me my hat. Just clomp it. Oh yeah, there we go. Get some dry in there.
There's still.
That's actually crazy. Today I'm gonna be cooking everyone breakfast. Right after a sneeze. We're cooking some pancakes for breakfast out here on the water. We also have some other little snackies that I'll bring out accordingly, but these are pumpkin spice pancakes, and we'll be putting some chocolate chips inside of them on a 17-inch Blackstone grill. Gotta feel right to have a great day. I'm just glad to bring everyone the nutrition they need. A pumpkin spice pancake with chocolate chips.
We're eating healthy.
All right, we don't have any, Brandon said he seasoned this McGriddle, but we don't have any like butter or Pam. So I have a sneaky suspicion that these pancakes are just gonna stick right to the Blackstone here, but
I seasoned it.
he said he seasoned it, so we'll see.
Will the pancakes stick? Or will they come off full? I want to take a second out of this video to not thank the sponsor of this video. There is no sponsor of this video, but I want to tell you that Blackstone Grills, I haven't been very impressed with them. I actually ordered 2 of these because the first one I got, it would not ignite no matter what. I probably hit the igniter. It's a manual igniter. There's no battery, but I hit the manual igniter at least 50 to 60 times and there was no spark, nothing. And then I looked up and a lot of them have really bad reviews because of that. So I ordered a second one and had the same issue. And I'm actually mind blown that this lit today. Because last night I was cooking in the kitchen on this at our house with no wind, no nothing. And it took 26 cranks on the manual thing just to get it to light one time. So I'm not happy with Blackstone. But at Blackstone, if you're watching it, I'll give you a second chance if you want to sponsor a video.
And since there's no sponsor, I just wanted to take a second to thank you for being here and enjoying this beautiful morning in Miami, boating with us, eating some breakfast. We appreciate it.
Since there's no sponsor of this video, I just wanted to go ahead and thank myself for actually coming out on the boat today. And I'm doing a really good job and not feeling anxious about it. So thanks to myself.
That was definitely on video.
Got that. I tried to walk out and I just slammed my face into the roof and it fell on my head. Kenya, who would you like to thank in today's video?
Wait, hold on.
Since there's no sponsor.
Benny, for waking me up. My
Oh, your dog. Yeah.
Thank you, Benny.
Kenya actually was about to bail on coming with us. Last night she was like, I'll be there 6 a.m. sharp. And then today, 4 a.m. she messages me and says, hey, I actually think I'm going to bail today because I woke up too early. Or something along those lines.
No, my dog woke me up. My alarm didn't go off. So thank you, Benny. I'd like to thank you.
Thank you, Benny, for getting Kenya out here with us. No alarm clock needed. All right, we're leaving Flagler Island, Memorial Island. Maybe not. Maybe. Back on the road again. Not a bad spot for some breakfast. Flagler Island right there. And this is called Star Island, where apparently it's just a bunch of celebrities living there. And Wikipedia told me it's like Rick Ross, Rosie O'Donnell, Shaquille O'Neal, Enrique Iglesias. There's a bunch of other names that I didn't really recognize, but yeah, it's just an island with like, I don't know, maybe not that many freaking houses on it because they're all so gigantic with their own big yacht with them. And it's just all celebrities. I don't even think you can drive onto that island. Ocean's right there. What is this actual, I don't even know what this inlet is. I don't know. This is the inlet. South Point Park, whatever. Government Cut. I think that's the name, yeah. All right, so we're going out of Government Cut. We're going out in the ocean. Last time, this is only the second time ever going in the ocean. The first time me and Gunnar did it, it didn't go so well. The waves were really big. So we're hoping that it's a little bit more chill today. We just went out of Government Cut and it was honestly pretty violent. I'm really looking forward to getting back out of the ocean. I don't think today's a good ocean day for this boat. We hit some pretty giant waves. Everything was getting thrown around on the boat. I couldn't film anything and we just took water to the face again. My God. Oh my God. Case in point. Woo!
The only camera we had rolling that was able to capture some of the craziness was this time lapse. So I'll show a few freeze frames that kind of give some perspective to some of the waves that we were hitting out there. But needless to say, it got a little bit reckless out there, and I could not wait to get back to safer water.
All right, we're coming in through Bear Cut now. So we went out Government Cut, really short trip in the ocean, but very freaking violent. And now we're coming back through Bear Cut. Now we're back in safer waters. It was actually a lot crazier out there than I thought. We had like the whole boat airborne. It was pretty wild out there, a lot crazier than I expected it to be, but I'm very glad that we're back in all this safe water over here. Definitely not going that way on the way back. And right over there, that is Crandon Park, where a few videos ago we launched, where we had the mishap where we crashed into a 40-foot yacht. And if you're still waiting on an update for that, so am I. I kind of want your guys' opinion on this. I don't know if I should try to like pursue this and hunt this guy down, or if I should just let it go. I don't know. I need to have my transom inspected and make sure that there's no actual damages. But so far, I think it was just that bottom cowling, which I bought a used one off eBay, 150 bucks, but it still sucks. He gave me that $300 cash whenever it all happened. But let me know in the comments below if you think I should pursue him and hunt him down because he's not answering my messages anymore, and when he was being an asshole, or should I just let it go? I don't know. But we're cruising back to the sandbar, to the scene of the crime, and we're gonna have a good time at the sandbar and not crash into any more boats. All right, we're back. Safety at the scene of the crime where we collided with the 40-foot boat. It literally happened like exactly where we are right now. You can see our tracks from where we were pulling them out. It went all over the place. We're literally right where it happened.
We've come here today for one reason and one reason only. To see if it was just a coincidence. We eat bananas, baby! Bananas on deck!
Bananas on deck. We're breaking this superstition. I was thinking, you know what, maybe we'll let the bananas defeat us, but we're not letting it happen. Maybe if we get crashed into again today, then I'll call it quits on the bananas. But I love bananas, you know? Now we're all going down together. All right, so we've done 25 miles today. Came a long freaking way. I'm very surprised. Boat did really well, except the very last little bit when we were up on plane going full speed, it felt like the motors were like, I want to say cutting out because they weren't, but I felt like a little bit of like lag for like a quarter of a second a couple times, and I don't know what that was. I slowed down a little bit and it was fine. There was no more issues, but that kind of concerns me. We'll see how it goes because we still have to do the 25 miles to get back. And if all goes well, that's 50 total miles. And that's the distance from where I'm launching to Bimini in the Bahamas. But it's 9:30 a.m. right now. And we've gotten a lot of distance under our belt so far. Not a bad life. We finally ordered goggles from Amazon. So now we got goggles to swim around. I'm going to get under there.
Want to see me swim really fast?
Oh my God. Incredible. We're leaving Nixon Sandbar right now, and we're cruising over to Stiltville. I think we can see the houses from here. It's a collection of houses built on stilts right here in the Biscayne Bay. They were built a long, long time ago, back in the 1930s, and there were about 20 of them. Right now, there's only 7 left because there's been so many hurricanes, but we're gonna go check out some of them that are still standing. There's the very first one right there. Except it is wildly shallow everywhere around here, other than the main channel that we're in, so we gotta be very careful here. Apparently a guy named Crawfish Eddie Walker was the first guy to build a house on stilts out here in 1933 around the Prohibition era, and he was allegedly facilitating gambling, which was technically legal if you were a mile offshore. He sold beer and bait from his shack. He sold a special dish called chilao or something. It was crawfish chowder from crawfish that he would catch underneath his shack. And then 2 of Eddie's fishing buddies built their own shacks in 1937. Shipwrecking and channel dredging brought a ton of people out to the area, and more shacks were constructed. Some by boating guys, some by fishing clubs. And I guess the local newspaper called the area the Shacks, or the Shack Colony. But apparently Crawfish Eddie's original shack was destroyed by the late season Hurricane King in 1950. But this whole area was used for Miami's elites to come out, throw parties. The fishing communities were out here. From what I understand is the government changed the boundaries of Biscayne Bay National Park to include all of these shacks within the boundaries, at which point it kind of made it a blurry legal area to have these houses under private ownership. And then around the 1980s, once most of the original owners passed away or just abandoned their houses, the government didn't let anybody else take ownership of them. And then tons of them have just been destroyed by so many hurricanes, and now it went from 20 shacks out here down to 7 last shacks standing. We just explored 2 of them. I don't know which one. I guess like the super popular one was like one of these clubs out here. It was called like the Quarter Deck Club, I believe. I don't know which one that is, but we're gonna go cruise by a couple other ones, and then we have a long cruise all the way back to Haulover. All right, we pulled up to the very last one right here. It's definitely like the biggest and most well-kept one. Like nothing's boarded up. It looks like they still use this. I think this might be where you go. Like I think if you take a tour out here, they'll take you here, is my guess. I've seen people that have taken tours on YouTube and whatnot here, but I haven't really looked much more into it. But this definitely has like swings and everything's very nice and well-kept. But it's kind of like a maze to get here. If you look at the, like we had to go all the way through this, and there's no actual markers out here. You have to like kind of follow it on your own. Very freaking shallow. It all says like 1 foot everywhere. This guy just flew right up to it. Also, I think there's only 6 left of them. We were counting. I think this is the 6th one that we've seen, and I don't see any more. So I think there's only 6 remaining. But it's really cool to see. $5,000 fine or 6 months in jail if you go on these structures without a permit. That's a little bit crazy.
For your protection.
Going to zoom way out, scroll over all the way back to Haulover. It says 21.8 miles, but that's not the exact path we're gonna take. We're gonna start gently following or loosely following this GPS because I don't really trust the GPS. Oh heck no, not the way this one's supposed to go in the ocean the whole way and then go through Haulover. Ain't no way I'm doing that. We're taking a different way back because we didn't want to go back out on the ocean since the winds picked up a lot, and even when the winds were a lot more calmed down earlier, it was still pretty violent out there. So we're cruising right past downtown Miami right now, near Brickell and all the super rich bougie places. We still got a long ways to go. Resume normal safe operation. What's that? What the heck? What does that mean? the markers down here, it's like, there's so many different ones to tell you like what speeds you can go, but this sign literally just said resume normal operation. Resume normal safe operation. So to me, I guess that means go fast. All right, we're going back underneath the super low bridge. It's the water's slightly higher than it was before, but I think we should be all right. Jeez.
Probably hit 6 inches.
Pull me in there. Oh, we freaking made it. Motors are still running super cold. I'm gonna figure that out. Loop her up. Successful day, baby. All right, we got the boat home. Gunner sprayed the entire thing down, cleaned it with fresh water, and now we got both of the motors back flushing at the moment. It was a really solid day. If any of you guys have any ideas of why the motors are running so cold, they're both running around 100 degrees when I'm at speed. Anything above idle, they cool down to like 100 degrees, which makes me think that all the thermostats are stuck open, but I tested all the thermostats and they all worked fine. They opened when they needed to, they closed when they needed to. But I do have 4 new thermostats, so I'm gonna throw those in just to rule that out. But if you guys have any ideas of other reasons that the motors could be running too cold, I also checked the poppet valves. Those both seem to be okay. The other issue is that when I was going full throttle today, I could hear the RPMs dropping really quick, like a little quick stutter or like a hiccup, but it was a really quick drop in the RPMs, and it seems like it was just cutting out, but I'm not sure. At idle speed, worked perfectly fine. At full throttle and anything like above 30 miles an hour, it seemed like they were both skipping or bogging or some sort of little hiccups going on, and I'm not sure if it's with one or if it's with both. My fuel gauge isn't working. It's still reading full, which there's no way it's full, so I need to test my sending unit. If you guys have any ideas on anything that could be a culprit for these issues, please let me know in the comments. Put a lot of miles on this boat and I'm pretty happy. Everything seemed to go okay minus those couple of things. But she got us there, she got us back. I think we're almost ready to go to the Bahamas. I'm so freaking excited for that. Also check out explorewithbrandon.com. Grab yourself some merch. It's one of the best ways to support my channel. And if you're not able to do that, don't worry, just a like and a comment, free to do. That also helps out these videos so much. Now we're just pretty much waiting on a good weather window and to figure out these couple little hiccups of issues. But let's keep getting this baby ready to go to the Bahamas. I appreciate you guys. See you for the next one.